Well, here we are. We're going to do the bottom half. We did the top half. I see I still need to do a little bit of shading in the buildings. I went ahead and did the rocks, just like I did the rocks up there. And so we're just going to get started and start seeing how far we can get. I am using Prismacolors, so we're just going to move on. I think I'll start with this olive, olive green yellowish, 173. So we're just gonna work on some of these little leaves. I need to find something. Let's just try a little bit of the. And this one is palm. This is a polychromos orange. I don't know how that got in there, but that's okay. Any orange. So I'm just going to kind of go over the bigger leaves. A little bit of orange in them. I just got done making a lion for my mom. She wanted me to make her a lion, so I did. I worked really hard on it. It was really hard. On my felting. I'll show you at the end. It doesn't look perfect, but he's only my second animal that I've made, so I'm just going to accept what he is and move on. The next one I'm working on is finish up my elephant. But it just seemed like a nice quiet afternoon. It seems like a Sunday. But it's just it's Saturday. It's so quiet outside. It's like, wow. Did everybody leave town? I don't know if I told you on the last one about the raccoons and the grapevines. I think I did. So my landlord got out there and cut all the grapevines. I mean, down to nothing. Like, oh no. Okay, this was, what is this green? I should just switch to a bigger pencil. Then I would know. Oh, I have 3 boxes of colored pencils. Let's see if I can find the bigger one. Okay, so it is apple green, and I love this green. Oh, I'm going to share this with you. With all the stuff that is coming at us, and they want us to have all these shots and stuff. I don't take shots. I just don't trust them. I'm sorry. But anyway, I found this, and it's a Immune C+, and it has 12 different things in it. It's got vitamin C, zinc, acrolate, rutin, ginger. This is the important one. Echinacea, quinine, Quercetin. That's the one they said to take to keep COVID. But it's got vitamin D3. It's all of these things, copper, selenium, all these good things. And they say to take 2 a day, 1 to 2 a day and within a 24-hour. And it's supposed to really build up your system against the things that are coming against us. So I got these off of Amazon. If you want to see that, you can just pause it and see it. I've got 1,000 milligrams of this one. This one's supposed to be the really good one that people take even when they go overseas and stuff. But anyway, I shared it on Facebook. So if you're interested, you can look it up on Amazon. Just pause it or go back to it. And no, it's not a paid political. I just thought it was really good because it had everything. I tried taking zinc last year, and something kept making me sick, and I finally figured out it was the zinc. And this has zinc in it too, doesn't it? Yep, right there. So I do take it with my meals, and I've been taking it for at least a month, I think. Pretty close to it. Building up my system so that I'm more prepared for this winter. When I used to take that flu shot, I always got the flu anyway, and I always thought, what difference does it make? So anyway, that's my opinion only. Some people trust that stuff, and if you do, I'm not saying anything against you. But I thought I'd share that. And we got a little green worm here too. Alright, I think these flowers are the stems to these two. And I think I used this one, I'm not sure. You know, after I color, a lot of times I'll go back and say, oh, like this little house here, it really needs a little bit of shading in it. So this is just purple. So just around the roof, right underneath here, maybe down the side. It just kind of adds a little more dimension to your picture. And then you can take that blue and just kind of blend it a little bit more. Because sometimes when you're coloring, you're just either getting tired or not going slow enough to come back and give it a little more. Especially when I'm making videos, it seems like they're always 2 hours, and if I don't get it done, most people don't watch the second or third one. See, doesn't that make it just a little bit more? I'm just using a different color. I know this is pink. I know. But it just adds a little more dimension to your picture. All right, let's keep going here. Well, these are more viney. I wonder if they're kind of like this one. Oh, and at the top I had put a little sky. I don't know if you can see that, but anybody who watches knows I have these. They're just a gel stick. You get them on Amazon. I use mine with my finger and then I rub. I don't rub it on the page, but that's what I did in the sky. So I was going to start to do the sky in here. I thought, no. It couldn't be the sky. But it could be. I mean, that's what it kind of reminds me of. So the last thing I'll do after I get all of this colored in is come in and put a little sky in here. I started right there. Then I had to stop. I had to decide, is it the sky or isn't it the sky? Like, what do we do? So I had to just decide what to do. Well, you don't dare look up. You get right out of that line. I think I used a little bit, which is fine. Yep. I just used the 2 grays like I did on the top for this stone wall. I think it was 30% gray and then 30% gray and 70% cool gray. So Do all these little sprigs of grass with my apple green. That's kind of more like grass, green grass. We're putting this pencil protector on the ends of these pencils that are too short, keep you from poking your hand so much. Okay, and there's a little smoke coming out of the house. And I think these little bitty flowers, not sure what they are, and I'm just going to use my dark chromium yellow to add a little color. I think there's another little leaf right there. I don't know, do you color and it feels like it's all colored in and you look back and there's still spots? I don't understand how I do that, but I do that. Oh, there goes that dark. He just barks to try to let everybody around the neighborhood know that he's here outside, I think. There we go. So, we have this little house down here. I'm thinking we're going to make it red. Bring a little of that red from up above down. There's nothing I can do about the dog. So we're just going to have to endure it. And let's see what do we got for a roof? This is orange, pumpkin orange. There we go. And what is this? Beige. I don't know if that'll work for the smoke. But we'll just try to make it work. How's that? Okay. And we have this little building here. And what color shall we make the roof on this one? Talking about dogs, I was watching this one belting show teaching you how to do different things. She's really, really good. And her dogs would start barking like a normal dog would if somebody came to the door or something. It would just scare the crap out of me. Because when it's quiet and somebody's just talking and teaching you something. Well, I used to work at home on the phone, and I had my little dog. But she was always really good and quiet. Usually as the dog's outside that carry on and go crazy. I think we'll just use this one, the sand again. for this little building. Kind of like a stucco. Okay, so I think I'm going to come around the edges a little bit. And then I'm going to come just blend that a little bit. And that was that pumpkin orange. I got this pumpkin orange out because this is my old Prismacolor. That's an old one. Oh well, huh? I'm not sure what this is here. I think it's just kind of like a wall. I don't really know what to do with it, so this is what I'm doing. Kind of go all around it. Okay. Oh, we have some little mushrooms. And what color should we make the tops? Should we do the polka dotted kind of thing? Maybe, oh, we did some up there. So let's pull out our oranges. But this time I don't know if that'll work. Let's see what happens. If not, we'll just color it in. Yeah, that looks kind of hokey. Maybe with the orange, just do half of it. Okay. Now I think these are, I always think they're little rocks, so that's all I can think of. So let's do those. I'm going to start with the light 30%. And they're so small, I'm just going to fill them all in. Like they're little pebbles or something, I don't know. Whoops, I got a flower there. Whoops, there's some more. Whoops, whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Here we go. So now let's come back with the dark. And we'll just do one side of it. Except for don't look up or you'll get out of your lines because they're so small. I was looking up to see what side I made the dark on there. Well, maybe that wasn't a flower. Just adding that little tiny bit of dark shadow. Gives them a little dimension, doesn't it? I got my phone plugged in because it was going to not make it through this whole video. So if I hit that cord and knock it around, I'm sorry. If I forget about it being over there. Okay, so let's go back to our just look and see what other color green maybe. Earth green, that's the same I used on something. Let me sharpen it. Oh, that's polychromos too. Okay. So now, oh, we got some down here. Let me move my chair up. I don't know how I end up sitting on the very, very edge of it. My neck was hurting in my other chair. I didn't realize it was the chair, but since I got my new chair, it quit. So I'm like, all right. My other chair was wore out. No doubt about it. It was still comfortable, that was the problem, but it was rocking. Cracking and making all kinds of weird noises. Felt like it was going to fall off of its little perch. I don't know why I'm getting out of line here. I remembered to get me some cold water before we started. Let's see, I think this is the same color green I used up there for the grass. Okay. This reminds me of, is it a sunflower or what is it? You know, I don't know. So, I think, as I come down here, I'm going to use sap green light on these. They're so tiny. We got a little tent down here. We're almost to it. Oh, I see. You know what, that I kept thinking that was a sunflower, but actually it's like a tunnel or something, I think. So I'm just going to color it like that. Anyway, that's what it seems like to me. I just love not coloring every day, and then when I do color, it is so relaxing. So it's a good thing. Okay, what should we do? Should we start over here? It's like in here. I get that peaceful feeling back again instead of worrying about coloring fast to get the page done. If I don't get it done, I just don't get it done. Okay. That's the stem, okay. Do you get anxious to see what this is going to be done? Like, what is it going to look like? I do. I'm like, I can't wait to see what it turns out to look like. Is it going to be pretty, or is it going to be like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that? Let's see. I think that's the stem that goes up there. This is in between the grasses. This is a good color. Sap green. I think I got it. I was looking in my extra box, my extra pencils that are duplicates. Of the colors that I use a lot of. It seemed to be my go-to colors for Prisma. Can't believe how many years I had these other pencils. I really didn't know what to do with them. I knew I needed them, but I didn't know what I needed them for. Some artists I've seen do amazing art with nothing but pencils. Like, oh, okay. I'm not going to do the whole green thing. I'll come back and finish it up. I just want to kind of outline this little bunny. It's hard to quit doing this when I said I wasn't going to do this. I think it makes me feel better to think I'm not going to do this whole thing. I'll do a little at a time on this green. I don't know what to say. it's not even because I've got all this glitter and stuff on this other page. But that's okay. I'll say it gives my grass some texture, huh? Okay. Let's make our little worm a color. That's yellowish green, so I must have bought two of those. Kelly green. Let's see, where's that little worm? So, what other color could we make him? Let's try this chartreuse. I think maybe I'll just color all of him this color, and then the darker color will cover him up. Okay, so I'm just gonna come under the bottom side. Boy, when I go on Amazon and all the color books pop up at the bottom, I just go, I'm not looking. I have a pile of color books. I don't care what's new. I have enough to last me for my life. I know everybody has a lot, but I think I have 30 or more. And it's like, I just don't need any more. So, just to let you know, you won't be seeing a lot of new coloring books with me anymore. It'll just be all of Joanna's and all of Rita's. And then I have a bunch of this, that, and the other thing too. So it's not like I don't have enough. I'm going to come back with the sand. I have plenty of books. Alright, let's see, we used this green for that grass. Okay, and this is the orange pumpkin. We'll just use the shade with. I'm kind of looking at the little pumpkins I did at the top. I mean the mushrooms. I'm just trying to bring some of the colors from the top down. I don't want it to be so many colors. We've already used a lot of colors. So I just kept them all in my jar. And let's see, we need orange. And I'll come back and shade it. I have the Hallmark streaming channel. I wish I knew that. Can't remember the name of the movie I watched last night, but oh my goodness, it was so good. So I don't watch regular TV because I don't want to know what's going on in the news. I have different ways of finding out different things, but I don't want to listen to and all the commercials and all the junk. Off and on, I haven't had TV for years. Only if I'm going to help someone sometimes. They'll have a TV and I might start watching it with them. Usually it's the channels, where they make things, or I just don't want all the junk in my head. If you take this